the Journal of Proceedings for the strategic planning session held on September 29, 2025? We have a motion. We have a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Is there a motion to approve the Journal of Proceedings for the City Council meeting held on October 6, 2025? We have a motion. We have a second. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor say aye. Excellent. Is there a motion to approve the Journal of Proceedings for the City Council meeting held on October 20th, 2025? We have a motion. We have a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Those opposed? Okay. Next, we're going to move to petitions and communications. We'll begin with Planning and Development Committee and Alderwoman Wilkins.
Thank you, Your Honor. All items tonight will be referred to Planning and Development Committee. Item 1 is a memorandum from Ken Matson, CIP Operations Manager, regarding an agreement between the City of Rockford and LT Construction for the 2026 Destruction to Construction Workforce Development Initiative. Item 2 is a memorandum from Sarah Lies, Community and Economic Development Director, regarding the proposed 2026 Rockford Regrow Grant Program funded by the Cannabis Fund. Item 3 is a memorandum from Sarah Lies, Community and Economic Development Director, regarding the proposed 2026-2028 funding agreement with Rockford Area Arts Council. Item 4, memorandum from Todd Cagnoni, City Administrator, regarding a proposed development agreement with Oliver Emerson Development LLC for the rehabilitation and adaptive reuse of 325 South Madison Street as residential. Item 5, memorandum from Todd Cagnoni, City Administrator, regarding a proposed funding agreement with Northwestern Illinois Area Agency on Aging, an Illinois nonprofit corporation, for the establishment of a senior center at 5505 East State Street. Item 6 is a memorandum from Todd Cagnoni, City Administrator, regarding a proposed development agreement with Urban Equity Properties for the redevelopment of 99 East State Street into market rate mixed uses, historic adaptive reuse, redevelopment with approximately 80 residential units, gourmet restaurant, and commercial space. Item 7 is a memorandum from Todd Cagnoni, City Administrator, regarding a proposed amended development agreement with the First Midwest Group and McDonald's for the establishment of the McDonald's at 4103 West State Street. Item 8 is a memorandum from Sarah Lies, Community and Economic Development Director, regarding a proposed citywide software LLC city service and licensing agreement. Item 9 is a memorandum from Robert Wilhelmy. Thank you. Site Readiness Coordinator, regarding Keep Northern Illinois Beautiful funding request for calendar years 2026 through 2028. Item 10 is a memorandum from Todd Cagnoni, City Administrator, regarding a proposed development agreement with Rockford Brake Manufacturing at 302 Peoples Avenue to support operations.
Thank you. Next, we're going to go to Code and Regulation Committee and Alderman Bonney.
Thank you, Mayor. We have 4 items, all of which are being referred to the Code and Regulations Committee. Item 1, Zoning Board of Appeals agenda for the meeting to be held on December 16, 2025, and minutes from that meeting for consideration at the Code and Regulation Committee meeting on January 5, 2026. Liquor and Tobacco Advisory Board's agenda for the meeting to be held on December 16, 2025, and minutes from that meeting for consideration at the Code and Regulation Committee meeting on January 5, 2025. Item 3, memorandum from Joshua Versluz, Assistant City Attorney, regarding the sale of city-owned property located at 5798 Logistics Parkway. And item 4, memorandum from Jacob Rubin, Assistant City Attorney, regarding the 2025-2026 contract between the City of Rockford and the Winnebago County Health Department for a tobacco enforcement program to conduct compliance checks.
Thank you. Next, we're going to go to Finance and Personnel Committee. Alderman Frost.
Thank you. All these matters will be referred to the Finance and Personnel Committee. Number 1 is a memorandum from Jeremy Carter, Traffic and Development Engineer, regarding an intergovernmental agreement between the City and Rockford Public School for construction of revised access to Lincoln Middle School. Number 2 is a memorandum from Faniqua Hughes regarding a contract between the City of Rockford Health and Human Services and Rosecrans Health Network. Number 3 is a memorandum from Faniqua Hughes regarding a contract between the City, Health and Human Services, and Youth Services Network. Number 4 is a memorandum from Faniqua Hughes regarding the acceptance of the Head Start Staff Incentive Policy and Head Start staff incentive. Number 5 is a memorandum from Todd Cagnoni regarding the proposed funding reimbursement for sidewalks on Linden Road in conjunction with the Crusader Community Health expansion. Number 6 is a memorandum from Todd Cagnoni regarding the proposed funding reimbursement for sidewalks and bus stop on Alpine Road and Linden Road in conjunction with the PCI Pharma Services expansion. Number 7 is a memorandum from Todd Cagnoni regarding authorization for matching funds in partnership with RAVE for a Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity Tourism Attraction Grant. Number 8 is a memorandum from Diana Hernandez, Children Exposed to Violence Project Manager, regarding approval of a lease agreement with CCS. And number 9 is a memorandum from Sarah Lies regarding a request for proposal for permitting and code enforcement software. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we're going to move to our public speakers. Want to remind our public speakers there's a microphone on the back right as well as back left of council chambers. You'll have 3 minutes to address the city council. My phone operates accurately. You will have 3 minutes to speak to council, and an alarm will go off. If the alarm is malfunctioning, I will give you a notice that your time is up. Our first public speaker this evening is Paul Goddard.
Mr. Mayor, friends, I'm Paul Goddard, and I'm back today to provide this body with an update on 2 matters related to a subject very important to our beautiful city, poetry. First, I'm sure not many of you know, we have a poetry radio show broadcast internationally based in Rockford, featuring Rockford and Midwestern poets. James Hamilton, a sometime resident of this city, has chosen the Mendelssohn Performing Arts Center's internet radio station, WBOM Full Service Radio, as the platform for his poetry interview show, Versed. Versed airs Saturdays from 6 to 7 p.m. and then repeats Tuesdays from 7 to 8 a.m. So you can hear it tomorrow morning. You can find Versed streaming at WBOMradio.com with older episodes on YouTube. Look up James Hamilton to find those. Second, the Arts Council's super secret committee is currently interviewing poet laureate candidates and applying its excellent but secret rubric to their applications, with the goal of presenting you with a selection within the next month. I would simply urge the Arts Council to support its choice by publicly releasing the rubric and identifying the selection panel. That will pave the way for the new poet laureate's success by giving the poetry community and the general public confidence in the selection. For the life of me, I cannot understand the need for the current secrecy. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next public speaker this evening is Ken Dickens.
Good evening. Before my time starts, I did want to say that when I went to apply for next week, I did receive a notice on the city's website for filing the application. Now, it reads, your submission was rejected because you used words or phrases that are...
We have no city council meeting next week or the following week, so
Okay.
your time can begin.
All right, because it said you used words or phrases that are blocked because of their popularity among agreements. The only phrase I used was Regro grant.
I don't know. I'm guessing it's a thing because we turned it off, but we'll let you
Okay.
begin tonight. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to state that because that was literally the only phrase that I used in filing to apply for one of the next meetings. Now, I did want to say that I'm going to use my whole time tonight. I was here during the vote, but I would like to know, are there anyone present with the legal team with the city? Is there anyone here tonight that's with the legal team? Could you raise your hands, please? All right, I will be directing my attention to you all from now on because I've asked for 2 years, Tom. Humbly, I've asked certain questions that I've never received an audible answer in regards to the finances of the Regro grant, what it was going to be used for, and how they were going to move forward with an application that vanished off the website. I do remember when it was pulled. I do remember the alderman that stood up and said that she was designated to rewrite it, and it had to be adjusted, and it never went back up until almost a year later. I don't know anyone that could have a project so important that it would take a year for it to reappear. I personally would not be filing for the Regrow grant because I was personally told that I would never receive it. I was threatened by a person that is no longer here but was a part of the administration. I was personally threatened at that door, told, stop asking for the money. There's other grant money available. You will never receive the Regrow grant money. That is a direct threat. So you will never see my application. You will never hear me ask, why am I not receiving it? I'm just concerned at the fact that it went to that great length so that I was personally told that I would not be receiving it, even though I attempted to explain to everyone present that the company that I'm spearheading will be evaluated as $1 billion company at some point. You'll see it. This is not me. This is not speculation. You'll see it at some point. Just like how Ring was not evaluated as anything on Shark Tank, something of value, that because they couldn't personally see the value in it. Ring is a very successful company otherwise, and it wasn't because people believed in it or didn't believe in it. It was a viable company. I was trying to start something here that would have been phenomenal for Rockford. Phenomenal. I'm telling you, it is the replacement for a lot of aspects of our society and how we eat. It will be McDonald's 2.0, actually, but it will not happen here. I will be taking it to Buffalo, New York. Now, with that being said, because I was personally blocked from applying for the grant, I will be formally suing the city. I will need to talk to the financial department about that. The fact that the language in the grant was never fulfilled because the community was not allowed to apply for it is what I find exception with. It wasn't that it was actively available to the public for 2 years. It was not available. So this was not a win. The vote, I don't want any alderman that fought, and I thank you for fighting it. I don't want any of you to feel like you lost anything that day. What it proved to the public is if you are black and brown, you are not cared for in this city, because what was taken from you was an opportunity. So for this city to see any future,
Thank you, Mr. Dickens.
the city would have to care enough to give you opportunity.
Thank you. Next public speaker this evening is Prophet Yusuf.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In the book of Acts, the first chapter, the 8th verse, it says, you shall receive power when the Holy Ghost come upon you. What I want to speak about tonight, Medicaid cuts will hurt poor people. Medicare and Medicaid were hard-won concessions to decades of organizing, not gifts. Stripping them away is a violent act of economic and social warfare, particularly in a country where black people already die younger, suffer longer, and receive less care. These cuts will accelerate deaths from preventable disease, drive elders into unpaid debt, and throw disabled people into crisis. This policy is crafted to hurt poor people beyond the meat aid that Medicaid provides. There's a snowball effect of this erosion. Medicaid isn't just a program, it's a lift for a fragile, unequal society. Remove it and the whole thing collapses. When you defund Medicaid, you accelerate eviction, school dropouts, homelessness, poverty, hunger, untreated trauma, and preventable death. Since 2015 to 2024, 230 hospitals have closed in the United States. By cutting Medicaid, more hospitals will be closing in the United States, and more nursing homes and dialysis centers, because they depend on Medicaid to pay their bills. You also push people into the criminal justice system, where jails become psychiatric holding cells. The snowball turns into an avalanche. Emergency rooms overflow, community clinics shut down, and black families are left with funerals instead of follow-up to see a doctor. This is done intentionally. Stripping care from poor people and funding public funds into private insurance is how capitalism enforces obedience. It's also set up for the rich to get richer and the poor stay poor so they can control them. My solution to solve this problem, all followers of Jesus Christ should stand up and speak up and say, we are tired of paying taxes, and this crooked government is not giving us anything in return. They are hurting poor people. I also been wanting to tell my nephew, Emmanuel, who retired from the railroad, my niece, Octavia, who's a supervisor for the postal service, my granddaughter, Deja, who I call Big Sugar, and I'm going to get it off my chest tonight. I don't like you, I love you, and you can't do nothing about it, and happy birthday, my good friends, and I wish you many more, and God bless you and your family, and I also want to say happy Christmas and a happy New Year. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to my good friends, happy birthday to you. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you. Our next public speaker this evening is John Tack Brantley.
Good evening, Mayor McNamara, all the persons and our citizens of Rockford, Illinois. I'm looking at the City of Rockford initiative to carry out momentum in 2026 of Rockford City Council. But first I want to say the reason I bring our kids here is for education. So one day they're going to be our future alderman or our future mayor. And by the way, I have a BA in social justice and physical education, and I also got a master in cross-culture and race relations. We had over 90 people in that cross-culture race relations class. I got a 3.5 grade point average at that cross-culture race relations class. And instead of this instructor learning, instead of him teaching the class, we was actually teaching the class because we was learning from every ethnic group that was there. Also at Lewis University, we had a protest about ethnic studies. During that protest, the white supremacists attacked us, and they called it a riot. There was never no riot. We was always defending ourselves. Even during the 60s when they called it a riot, it was never a riot. It was us defending ourselves. And so if we don't look out for each other, we won't have nothing. But in your budget plan for next year, I noticed that in number 6 item, the 99th East State Street, Rockford Register Star, everything that she's talking about doing, she met with Apostle Brown and Sheila Brown and took their idea of what they want to do at Rockford Memorial Hospital, and now we see that y'all doing it on 99 at the Rockford Register Star. In your proposal for next year, we see nothing that in that proposal for the uplifting the plight on the west side of Rockford. Since mayor and what have you, when I speak, you can fact check anything I say because I don't lie and what have you. You can fact check me. What have the mayor accomplished since you've been in office on the west side of Rockford? And why come we don't have Rockford Memorial Hospital in that budget plan for 2026, even after we met with you and what have you? And then, once again, this not this year, but every year, in the white neighborhood, I'm not, take your word white, in the red district neighborhood, the side streets, when the snow comes, the side streets is clear, just like the main streets. But if you come on our side of town, our side streets still got snow and ice. This year, I'm still working on taking our kids to see the Harlem Gold Travel. But those that don't support us because Brother John is talking back and carrying on, I don't have no problem with that. I already know. At least Donald Trump tell us to our face how he think about us. He calls Somalians garbage, and he called them hell. But and when he called Somalians that, that's the same thing he's saying about us.
Thank you.
I knew my 3 minutes was going to get checked, unlike anybody else.
Thank you. Our next public speaker this evening is John Lawrence.
Good evening, everybody. I haven't been up here for a while, so I guess I've got a few things to talk about. One of them is something that everybody's been hearing about lately, the snow. One of the problems is that we are contracting, the city of Rockford is contracting to an out-of-town business, Chicago suburban business. No wonder they can't get a hold of anybody, or they're not answering, or can't contact them. They're not local. Last week, the mayor gave a proclamation to local businesses. Said December is, I forgot the exact words, but is Trade with Rockford month, which is appropriate for December. Let's do some trading and shopping in Rockford. And here's the city doing their contracting with an out-of-town snowplow business. And if they don't do it right, let's do something about it. I don't know what else to say about it, but that is local business should be doing this. Maybe local people should be doing this. We've got snowplows that the city has to do arterial streets, but they got so many pickup trucks and pickup trucks that can put plows on from the street department, the water department, and even some personal vehicles that are taken home at night by certain administrative people. They can put plows on those. Get those out there. They don't have to be driven by the supervisor. They don't have to be driven by anybody. Any Rockford employee that is registered and checked out to drive city vehicles can drive those vehicles. Let's get out there and get that snow cleared. Our own people that we can control. Second point, our alarm monitoring contract. We have a burglar alarm ordinance in Rockford, and it's not a bad ordinance. But why are we hiring a company out of originally Texas, now California, to administrate that program? Can't we find somebody local to do that? That should be able to be done locally, right here. Should be able to be done right here in City Hall. And finally, I was checking around. Every once in a while, I look at these long lists of expenditures. I spotted one, a Chicago pizza place for $500. I'm thinking, $500 for pizza out of Chicago? I checked into it. I was told it was for the parents of that preschool program that we support. I can't think of the name right now, but it's for the parents. It was for a pizza party for the parents of those kids.
Thank you, Mr. Lawrence.
Local pizza.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to new committee reports, and we'll go to Planning and Development Committee and Alderwoman Wilkins.
Item 1, committee recommends approval of the 2026 annual action plan. The legal director shall prepare the appropriate ordinance.
Thank you. Council, we have one item before us. Is there any discussion on that one item? Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Durkee. Aye. Logeman. Aye. Toomberg. Aye. Frost. Aye. Torina. Aye. Prunty. Wilkins. Aye. Hoffman. Aye. Granith. Aye. Beach. Aye. Salgado. Aye. Bell. Bonnie. Aye. 13 ayes.
Excellent. Next, we're going to go to Code and Regulation Committee and Alderman Bonnie.
Thank you, Mayor. We have two items. Item 1, committee recommends approval of the final plat of Kebby subdivision. Request has been made by the developer to create a 3-lot plat for the purpose of leasing to a solar farm. Proposed Lot 2 and creating a commercial lot, proposed Lot 3 at the intersection of Kilburn Avenue and North Central Avenue. And item 2, committee recommends sustaining the Zoning Board of Appeals approval for a special use permit for a fast food restaurant with a drive-through and variation to allow a trash enclosure with the front yard setback in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 1869 North Perryville Road. Permit Solutions for McDonald's is the applicant, and item 2 is subject to amended conditions. Legal director shall prepare the appropriate ordinance.
Thank you. Council, we have two items before us. Any discussion on those two items? Alderwoman Prunty?
Of the amended conditions.
What was that?
He said, subject to amended conditions. I just wanted to get a reminder of what those were.
Director Lies?
I believe the input from council when we discussed this before had to do with where the trash was located and other things. So the conditions are, there were some changes submitted by the developer to meet more of where we wanted to see some of those items placed on the property.
And are could you explain where they, just remind me again where they moved the trash? And then I would ask, is that satisfactory for the aldermen of that ward?
Mr. Cagnoni?
So the dumpster location as part of their application submittal was near the intersection of Rote Road and Perryville, and Alderman Frost had made statements at council related to see if there was an opportunity to relocate it. Although it wasn't a condition, not a committee, we had communications with McDonald's. They redesigned and moved the dumpster enclosure further to the east on the property, moving it away from the immediate intersection of Perryville and Rote. And then we had shared that with Alderman Frost and council as a whole when it came to council.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other discussion? Seeing none, clerk, could you please call the roll?
Durkee. Aye. Logeman. Aye. Toomberg. Aye. Frost. Aye. Torina. Prunty. Wilkins. Hoffman. Granith. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie.
Aye.
Item number 1, 12 ayes. Item number 2, 13 ayes.
Thank you. Next, we're going to go to Finance and Personnel Committee and Alderman Frost.
Thank you, Your Honor. Number one, the committee recommends approval of vouchers in the amount of $9,438,471.96 as approved at the Finance and Personnel Committee meeting held on December 8, 2025. Number two, the committee recommends approval of a memorandum of understanding between the city, the state of Illinois, and Rockford Mass Transit District for Rockford Complete Street Revitalization Project, Supplement 1. The legal director shall prepare the appropriate ordinance. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Council, there's 2 items before us. Is there any discussion on those 2 items? Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Aye. Logeman. Aye. Toomberg. Aye. Frost. Aye. Torina. Prunty. Wilkins. Aye. Hoffman. Aye. Granith. Aye. Beach. Aye. Salgado. Bell. Aye. Bonnie. Aye. 13 ayes.
Excellent. Next, we're going to go back to Finance and Personnel Committee and Alderman Frost.
Thank you, Your Honor. The committee recommends approval of the fiscal year 2026 through 2030 capital improvement program. That places the matter before you.
Thank you. Council, any discussion on the 1 item before you? Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Durkee. Aye. Logeman. Aye. Toomberg. Aye. Frost. Aye. Torina. Prunty. Wilkins. Aye. Hoffman. Aye. Granith. Aye. Beach. Salgado. Aye. Bell. Aye. Bonnie. Aye. 13 ayes.
Thank you. Next, we will go to officers' reports. Any council members have any reports? Alderman Bell.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Should have pulled my mic down on the last item, but just want to note that this is the largest capital improvement plan in the city's history. So just want to say thank you to city staff for all of your guys' hard work and moving this forward. And yeah, had an awesome event at the Boys and Girls Club on Saturday. Just want to say thank you again to Director Sanders, a.k.a. Santa. He did an amazing job with the kiddos over there. We had over 125 families that came and had a good time. So thank you to LaVon Williams, who is a 13th Ward resident who started West State Shines and has been a dedicated advocate on the west side, specifically in the 13th Ward, as well as the Park District for coming alongside us to really support the expansion of this year's holiday party. Looking forward to continuing the tradition on the west side and 13th Ward as it relates to expanding the lighting down West State Street. More details to come for next year, but that's all I have for today.
Thank you. Any other reports by council members? Alderman Toomberg.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to recognize Troop 37 here tonight.
All right.
In our chambers. great job and very supportive of them myself. So thank you all for coming tonight. I couldn't think of a better thing to do on a Monday night.
Excellent. We are very happy to have you guys here. Is there any other reports? Alderman Salgado.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Two things. One, tomorrow, just remind residents, we have our town hall meeting, 5:30 at the Harmony Banquets on the corner of 7th Street and 15th Avenue. We'll go over some stuff, and then we'll have some holiday cheer there. Second of all, I want to let everybody know Midtown District was selected for the Livable Community Initiatives. Press release went out last week, but February 12th is when we'll start getting the ball rolling on different projects, getting the feedback from the neighborhoods, just like they did with Keith Creek. So very excited about that, to get that moving. So just wanted to let everybody know. And those that are watching, please be on the lookout for information for these feedback sessions that we'll be having starting February 12th and going forward. So just wanted to remind everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Alderman Bonney.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the Excalibur and Excelsior Awards that occurred last week. Having worked at the Register Star, which started them for many years, it's near and dear to my heart. But and it was perilously close to extinction coming out of COVID, and the Community Foundation of Northern Illinois and NICNE, Northern Illinois Center for Nonprofit Excellence, partnered with the Register Star and have very successfully revived it. And I guess the recipients this year, Cyrus Oates, Dr. Cyrus Oates, somebody whose program we funded just a few weeks ago, and the Vets Roll program, both super worthy honorees joining the 100 previous, or making 100 recipients of the two awards since the first was established in 1971. A special shout out to Alderwoman Tarina, who was involved this year in planning the event, and I don't know if she was responsible for the addition of the In Memoriam segment, but it was a very nice touch. Besides being Oscar-esque, there were community leaders who we lost this year, who we were reminded of, some of whom we've had moments of silence for in the council chambers. So it was a great event. Great work by everybody who was involved, and congratulations to the honorees.
Thank you. Alderwoman Wilkins.
Thank you, Your Honor. I wanted to give a shout out to the Rockford Park District, who hosted the Fire Invitational this weekend, which is a track meet that saw a little bit over 1,000 individuals come out and support that event. So thank you for doing that and hosting that in the ward. I also wanted to give a shout out to Northwest Community Center for hosting their annual Breakfast with Santa this past Saturday. Could not make it, unfortunately. I was sick, but I wanted to give a shout out to them. Also, Edge Community Fellowship is looking for volunteers. They're doing a community toy giveaway this Saturday from noon to 2:30. So if you're in need of community service hours or anything like that, I will post that on my page. Otherwise, you can call and get more information. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other reports? I would just highlight, sincerely thank you to Director Sanders, as well as the entire Public Works team, and all of you as council members. When you look at that capital improvement plan, it's $385 million that'll be reinvested into our infrastructure, from everything from water distribution to water production to taking and managing our lead service lines, as well as investing in areas that we can attract and maintain businesses in our community, but also just major road projects. If it's Auburn Street, 11th Street, Newburgh, the $8 million into neighborhoods, it's an immense amount of work that goes into creating that plan every year, and just sincerely thank you to the entire team for putting it together. With that, we will go to motions and resolutions, and we'll go to Planning and Development Committee and Alderwoman Wilkins.
Thank you. Item 1, committee recommends approval of the resolution approving the creation of programs to support Rockford Business District Associations.
Thank you. One item before you. Any discussion on the one item? Alderwoman Torino.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to lay this item over, please.
We have a motion to lay this over. Is there a second? We have a motion and a second, and now we'll need to vote. Is there any discussion on the layover? Clerk, could you please call the roll? Oh, I'm sorry. Alderman Bell?
Sure. Believe this one would be for Director Lies. Can you share with the council kind of about this program project?
Director Lies?
Brief summary.
Sure. So there's two components to it. First is we're just standardizing the business associations that get funding now or that are already established. Their asks came in at different times of the year or maybe for different items. So this is now just a standardized program, same time of year. They all can apply for up to the same funding and it's the same requirements. So we'll stop taking in separate plans and we'll have kind of a unified program for that. And then the second component is for other districts that have not had an association formed. We have a program now for them to use some of our funding to establish themselves as an association and then be able to qualify in future years for the larger grant.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alderman Bonney, did you have a question? Alderman Bonney?
Thank you. So the standardization of the existing programs makes a lot of sense. I'm just be curious if, since we're going on a 2-week break, a layover would take this to our meeting on the 5th or our meeting on the 12th, and how does that affect the application deadline of January 31st?
Director Lies?
We would probably have to just bump back a week or so. We would try and work with the districts to understand. There's one of the 4 that normally receives their funding right about now, so one of them that would put them a little later than normal. The other ones, I think, it would be fine.
But that same deadline would be for any existing organization that is not receiving funding, as well as any new organization would also have to meet that deadline. And if we don't approve it until, say, the middle of the month, that's not a lot of time, especially if you're considering forming an organization to be able to form it and then still apply.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we put on the deadline for the forming one. But we could work with that to make sure, when the vote comes through, we'll make sure that we work with the groups to understand their needs and timelines and do the best that we can to move them through the program.
So I'm sorry, I thought that deadline was for across the board.
Yeah, I've just.
No, I'm not.
I thought we gave people creating an organization a little bit more time than we did for the ones that were already associated, but I didn't bring that up with me, sorry. I can look that up and get back to you on that.
Sure.
Any other items, Alderman Bonney? No. Alderman Bell?
Yeah, I had some of the same questions as Alderman Bonney, so he's already brought that up, but just want to say thank you to Anna for meeting with me about this, and I'm just super excited about the potential impact that it will have. Matter of fact, I know that it will be a great impact for the West State corridor and bringing businesses together like we haven't before. So super excited about that, and I won't be supporting the layover just off of the unknown variable of laying it over and pushing it back. So thank you.
Any other discussion? Alderwoman Torino.
I want to withdraw my layover request. Thank you.
Does the individual who seconded withdraw as well?
Yeah.
Yep, both are withdrawn. All right, well, now we're back. We got one item before us. Any discussion on the one item? Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Aye. Logeman. Aye. Toomberg.
Aye.
Frost.
Aye.
Torina. Prunty. Wilkins. Aye. Hoffman. Aye. Granith. Aye. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie. 13 ayes.
Excellent. Next, we're going to go to Finance and Personnel Committee and Alderman Frost.
Number one, the committee recommends approval of award of bid for emergency and vacant property board ups to A&A Lawn Care, CMM and Associates, LDR Cleaning, Marlboro's, and Surf Pro for an annual estimated contract amount of $60,000 based on unit pricing. It's a one-year contract with 4 possible one-year extension options. Annual price adjustments for CPI will be considered a contract renewal only. The funding source is the construction services budget. Number two, the committee recommends approval of a resolution approving appropriation of motor fuel tax funds for improvement under Illinois Highway Code for the 2026 general maintenance in the amount of $7,703,328.04. Number three, the committee recommends approval of a change order for communication equipment to GenCom. The original contract was $2.91 million. The change order is $187,388.46. Number four, the committee recommends approval of the contract renewal for third-party administrator for medical and hospital benefits with Blue Cross Blue Shield for contract amounts and rates of $59.35 per employee per month. The total estimated annual administration costs after prescription drug and medical rebate credits is $667,560 based on current enrollment. The contract duration is 1 year, and the funding source is the Health Insurance Fund. Number five, the committee recommends approval of a contract renewal for third-party administrator for dental benefits with Blue Cross Blue Shield for a contract amount of $3.50 per employee per month. The total estimated annual administrative cost is $52,000 based on average monthly enrollment of 1,255 employees. It's a one-year contract, and the funding source is the Health Insurance Fund. Number six, the committee recommends approval of a contract renewal for employer-paid group term life insurance for City of Rockford employees with MetLife, and for the contract amount of 8 cents per $1,000 of life insurance coverage and 25 cents per $1,000 for accidental death and dismemberment coverage. At the current employee count, the total estimated annual premium would be $80,823. It's a one-year contract, and the funding source is also the Health Insurance Fund. Number seven, the committee recommends approval of the 2025 Patrick Leahy Bulletproof Vest Grant Award from the DOJ in the amount of $33,600. It requires a cost match for the same amount. The grant term is for 2 years from the grant award date. Number eight, the committee recommends approval and acceptance of the Administration of Children and Families Office of Head Start annual continuation of Head Start Early Head Start Services Grant Award in the amount of $8,793,903. The grant does require a cost match of $2,198,476. The grant term for this is from April 1, 2023 through March 31, 2028. The annual continuation of Head Start and Early Head Start services is for a period from April 1, 2026 through March 31, 2027. I place these 8 matters before you.
Thank you. Council, we have 8 items before us. Any discussion on those 8 items? Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Logeman. Toomberg. Frost. Farina. Prunty. Wilkins. Hoffman. Granith. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie. 13 ayes.
Excellent. Next, we're going to go to new business, and we'll go to Planning and Development Committee and Alderwoman Wilkins.
Item 1 is an ordinance approving the 2026 annual action plan.
Council, 1 item before us. Any discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Logeman. Toomberg. Frost. Tarina. Prunty. Wilkins. Hoffman. Granith. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie. 13 ayes.
Excellent. Thank you. Next, we'll go to Code and Regulation Committee. Alderman Bonnie.
Thank you. We have 1 item, an ordinance approving a special use permit for a fast food restaurant with a drive-through and variation to allow a trash enclosure within the front yard setback in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 1869 North Perryville Road. Permit Solutions for McDonald's is the applicant.
Excellent. 1 item before us, Council. Any questions or concerns? Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Lugeman. Toomberg. Frost. Torina. Prunty. Wilkins. Hoffman. Granith. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie. 13 ayes.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Finance and Personnel Committee. Alderman Frost.
Thank you, Your Honor. An ordinance approving the memorandum of understanding between the city, state of Illinois, and RMTD for the Rockford Complete Streets Revitalization Project, supplement number 1. I place that one matter before you.
Thank you. Council, any discussion on the one item? Clerk, please call the roll. Sorry. Do not call the roll. Alderman Durkee.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was just hoping that as this goes forward, that we could find it within ourselves to rename Chestnut Walnut first for once.
I've been waiting throughout this entire process for you to make those comments. Any other discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Lugeman. Toomberg. Frost. Torina. Prunty. Wilkins. Hoffman. Granite. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie. 13 ayes.
Thank you. Does anyone have any other matters before us? The Grinch. Alderman Frost.
I make a motion that we move into closed session in order to discuss pending or threatened litigation matters and labor negotiation matters.
We have a motion. We have a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? We'll recess and come back after closed session. Okay, we are back into open session. Clerk, could you please call the roll? All right, we got a quorum. Is there a motion to adjourn? We have a motion. We got a second. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion. Are you serious? Alderman Bell.
Before we leave, I just want to say happy holidays to everybody.
Awesome. All right. Any other discussion? Clerk, please.